Hi guys, today we're going to be studying singular and plural nouns. This is something you have already studied in the past when you were in 4th grade, and it should be very easy for you to understand, okay? So a singular noun names one person, place, thing, or idea. A plural noun names more than one person, place, thing, or idea. Many plural nouns are formed by adding only a letter S at the end of the singular form. However, some nouns, when you try to change them to a plural form, the spelling of the noun changes. Okay, there are some rules for that. We're going to be looking at them on the next slide. Let's see an example of these nouns that change their spelling when we try to put them in plural. Okay, singular. The town looks sleepy. Sorry, but the city looks lively. Plural. The towns, here you only added an S, okay, looks sleepy, but the cities look lively. In this case, look that the spelling changed because we took out the Y and we replaced it with an I and we added ES, okay? So if we check on our next slide here, we will see that we have some rules. If we follow these rules, we will be constructing the plural forms of nouns very well. So we have a column for singular, plural, and examples. For most nouns in singular, if you add an S, you will have the plural form for most of them, but not for all of them. For example, for the word student, you only add an S, students, and you have the plural form. But for nouns that end in S, X, CH, ZZ, or SH, you have to add ES, not only an S. You have to include this E, okay? Example, we have the noun guess. If you want to put it in plural, you have to add ES because it ends in S. So it's guesses. For box, boxes. For branch, branches. For bush, bushes. For buzz, buzzes. Okay, they all end, they fall into this case, okay, all these words. For nouns that end with a vowel, okay, and Y, you only add an S. But if you have nouns that end with a consonant and Y, you take out the Y and replace it with an I and add ES. The example for the first case, nouns that end with a vowel and Y, you only add an S, like toy. For example, you say toys. You have the word day and you say days. But if you have the word country, you have here a consonant before the Y. And in this case, you have to take out the Y and replace it with an I and ES, countries. Here you have body, for example. You have consonant and Y. You take out the consonant and you take out the Y and you replace it with an I and ES, bodies. Okay. This chart I'm going to be using it on our following slides, so you can check what we're doing. Okay. So, for example, we have here 14 nouns, and we need to put the plural form for them. So girl, we only add an S, okay? Because in this case, it's a common noun. We have two consonants. It's not any of these special cases that we have. The last three are special cases. We fall, in this case, in most nouns, so we add an S. For wrench, we have CH, and we have a special case here, nouns that end in CH. It says we have to add ES. So if we add ES, we have wrenches. A wrench, by the way, is this tool, okay? For ray, here we have Y and a vowel. Vowel and Y, we have only to add an S. So we have rays, okay? For puppy, we have a consonant and a Y. In this case, we take out the Y, we replace it with an I, and we add ES. So we have puppies. Band, okay? This is, again, the most common type where we add only an S, okay, bands. Dish has an SH, is one of these cases. We add ES, we have dishes. Berry, we have a consonant and Y. Okay, we take out the Y, we replace it with an I, and we add ES, berries. Chorus, in this case, we have, it ends with an S, okay? We have the second case. We add ES, sorry, choruses. For box, we add ES too because we have an X at the end, okay, boxes. Singer falls into the first case, most nouns. So we have singers. Choir, it's again the most common group of nouns which we only need to add, on which we only need to add an S. Chimney, okay. We have a consonant, a vowel, and a Y, so we only add an S. Lunch, we have CH, we have to add ES, so we have lunches. And bus, we have an ending with an S, we add ES, we have buses, okay? Now, if we need to read, in this case, the sentence using the plural form of each underlined word. In singular, the song had the best verse. We're going to say it in plural, the songs had the best verses. Number 16, the composer repeated the lines several times. The composers repeated the lines several times. 17, my friend sang in the concert. My friends sang in the concerts. 18, the ditty told of life on the ranch. The ditties, okay, with IES, told of life on the ranches with ES at the end. The cowboy had lost the fastest horse. In plural, the cowboys, okay, with only an S at the end because we have vowel and Y, had lost the fastest horses. Okay, here we only add an S, is the common case. 20, he follows the animal through the scratchy bush. In plural, he follows the animals through the scratchy bushes. Here in animal, we only add an S, and bushes, we have to add ES because it's a special case when the noun ends in SH. 21, the stallion roamed the country in Montana. The stallions roamed the countries in Montana. Stallions with an S at the end, countries, we have to replace the Y with an I and add ES. 22, the searcher traveled the range. In plural, the searchers traveled the ranges. So searchers with only an S at the end, and ranges also with only an S at the end. 23, the cloud in the sky wept for him. If we put it in plural, the clouds in the skies wept for him. Clouds with only an S added at the end, and skies, we replace the Y with an I and we add ES. The rain made the grass muddy. The rains made the grasses muddy. We add an S at the end of rain and ES at the end of grass. The cowboy sang about the missing pony. The cowboys sang about the missing ponies. In the first case, for cowboy, we only add an S because we have vowel and Y. And on the second case, we have a consonant N and Y, so we have to replace the Y with an I and add ES. Okay. So guys, now remember this chart, you need to have it on your notebook. You can either print it out and paste it or copy it. Remember, a singular noun names one person, place, a thing, or idea. A plural noun names more than one person, place, thing, or idea. Now you need to visit Academia, go to the wall and click on the post link. Okay, we have a link in a post with the homework, and you can get into our Google form for today and answer the questions. Thank you very much for watching.